I was gonna cut out this black space right here in the beginning, but every time I tried, it just desynced the audio completely.
That's okay. I miss old PlayStation. No, this isn't PS2, is it?
No, this is the PS3.
Oh,
The best part about all these logos is trying to guess which one of them actually developed the game.
yeah.
It's that one.
Virtuous.
Yes. Their name is not anywhere on the box or anything. This little warning, this game uses an autosave feature thing, takes forever. It's not saving or anything, it's just a really, really long warning about your HDD.
Every game just has this warning and its own special logo
Yeah.
to tell you that it's autosaving.
Alright, so we're gonna turn the music up first because the music's the best part about the game, and the game auto-balances all the audio anyway, so it doesn't really matter if you change the settings. Whenever someone speaks, it turns the music down on its own.
That's a bit redundant.
I guess they just don't trust you with it.
See that smooth-looking guy right there? That's me. Name's Rex. I make machines out of my body and use them to fight Evo. But you probably knew that. His name is Six, the sixth most dangerous man in the world.
Rex, we have reports of Evo outbreaks all over the planet.
Is that why we're flying over Mexico? I was kind of hoping we were on a taco run.
This is no joking matter.
That friendly voice in my ear is White Knight. He's my boss.
The Evos are directly beneath your position. Your orders are to secure the entire area before it gets out of hand.
That's Holiday. She kinda has a thing for me.
Before you leave, I need to give you something extremely important. Check in with me as soon as you get back.
Can't hear you, Doc. So sick of getting bossed around. Let's get this party started and tear something up. Yeehaw!
Remember in the, what was it? Was it the 90s or the 2000s when every cartoon main character had goggles?
It was the 90s. Alright, so there's this entire skydiving section, and it only happens once in the game. Also, the music is courtesy of Orange. They're a rock band, and they composed the theme song.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar with them. They did one track for Stubbs the Zombie.
Yeah, they do a lot of music for a lot of weird stuff.
Scans show hostile Evos approaching fast.
So the characters talk pretty much all the time.
Rex, these Evos give off a signal before they attack. Watch for it and punch at the right
And they
time.
never stop telling you how to play the game.
Relax, Six. I got this.
This entire section is just this. You skydive, you punch the Evos when they get close enough.
There's a bit of delay on that punch.
That dropship is covered in Evos. Gotta do something about that.
That dropship is radioing for assistance. Get close and help them out.
I think the user interface broke there for a second.
Hold on.
Yeah, I just noticed. Oh.
That's depressing.
What was that?
Something hit that ship.
They're all dead.
Don't worry about
Something
that
hit that ship. That's a little bit of an
Avoiding the
understatement.
debris from that ship.
They never say, "Oh, they're dead." He just says, "Don't worry about them anymore." 'Cause-
They're
Well,
fine, honest.
They're fine.
Just don't look too closely at the wreckage.
Yes.
Scans show a giant Evo is
There are some red
ground.
stains in these debris, so you
Laser
know.
heat source came from the
Christ.
Giant one with massive lasers? Great.
We don't appear to actually be getting any further, like, closer to the ground.
No, this is one of those skydiving sections that does the thing where you never get closer until the section is over, and then you go light speed toward the ground.
Yeah. Just a big old JPEG at the very back.
Yes, physics just stops until the section's over with. There's wind though, so at least it kind of looks like you know you're going somewhere. It is possible to get hit by those. I didn't think it was, but it is.
More laser fire on the way, Rex. Watch it.
Yeah, it hurts.
So when the light starts flashing, you just sort of have to move.
Yeah.
Then, okay.
Yeah. It's not hard to dodge. It's just I wanted to see if you could get hit. Also, I get the feeling this entire section was just so fans of the show could listen to the
That
theme
was
song.
exciting. Now for the main event.
Rex, everything all right? You missed the target.
Didn't miss. Landed right where I wanted to. Tall, Dark, and Ugly saw me coming and took off running. I'm gonna sneak up on him instead.
Okay, so it's time to
Don't
use
be reckless. Stick to the plan.
some
I am.
stealth.
My plan. Pursuing on foot. Don't worry, Six. I know what I'm doing.
That's unusual. You don't usually expect these sorts of protagonists to like ignore the plan for a better idea. Normally they just like say, the plan's to sneak in, let's just charge head on and then get that shit wrecked.
Also, so much for stealth, you know.
Yeah.
Rex, whenever you get into trouble, you need to find some green health nanites to get your power back up.
Thanks.
Look around the area. There should be
Go
some.
gather that green eco.
It's impossible. Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking. It's impossible to get hit by those rocks too, so there's no reason for the health to be there.
Well, that would be from damage you took during the
Incoming Evo's
skydiving
heading in your
segment.
direction.
I'm not sure if that carries over. I guess it might.
Let's get this party started.
In combat, you get in fast. The light
Okay, so it's just the basic, you know, square for light, triangle for heavy attack
you can
stuff.
hit Evo's hard with a heavy attack.
Got any God of War style QTEs to finish things off?
There are God of War style QTEs. The heavy attacks in this game take a lot longer to use than in other games with heavy attacks, so you have to plan when you use them a little more.
Rex, never underestimate a good defense. Blocking an Evo's attack is key for your survival.
Like, this is clearly not intended for my age group. I imagine if you were a kid who liked this show, then you probably wouldn't mind the voice actors talking so much.
Is it going to zoom in every time you defeat an enemy?
Yes. Yes, it is. Every single time.
That's annoying. Actually,
Usually, I think it does it for, like, large combos. Not like that. There you
A
go.
single enemy at a time, but it delivers.
I know what game this reminds me of more than God of War.
Yes.
It's Sonic Unleashed. like just the level we're fighting in, this sort of Mexican desert
Yeah,
area,
the Mexican does.
and
Yeah.
the enemies and the attacks is more like Sonic Unleashed than it is God of War.
That's fantastic. I never thought about that before.
Rex, collect nanites from fallen Evos. When you get to Providence, talk to Cesar to learn.
Okay, the blue things are experience points we use to upgrade our attacks and give us new variety attacks and whatever. I don't know why he's being so secretive about it.
Rex, that Evo is destroying the village. Get
There are only 30 of these little white boxes in the entire game, and you get a trophy if you find all of them.
Ah, collectibles.
Yeah, there are actual collectibles, but they're not hard to find either. So, like, he does this...
These Evos move fast. You'll have to use a different build.
I got just the build for the job.
Okay, so you can switch between three weapons. There's the fists, and then there's the sword, and then there's a gun. The sword is, you know, for quick attacks when you're being surrounded, and the fists are for heavy attacks. It's really simple, but at least it's better than just using one the whole time.
Ah, Devil May Cry Progress Store.
This is your fastest build for attacking. And you might also be able to cut through some objects. Your BFS covers a wide area, but delivers less damage. Try using it when you're surrounded.
I think Rex in the TV show calls this his big sword or something. Just it's a generic name. But it sounded like Agent 6 called them the BFS, and I just keep thinking big fucking sword every time I hear him say that.
Yeah, I think that must be what the implication is. You know, a reference to the BFG from Doom or something.
Also, I use the buzzsaw because it's a buzzsaw attached to your arm. You know, you can't not overuse it. So right here, he does this like dramatic slow walking thing. I think he does. Yeah. No. I remember it happening more often than it does. It'll happen eventually. And I probably won't notice it.
The Evos are shooting at you. Don't just stand there. Fire back at them. This is Evos you can't reach.
What is that?
It picks up rocks from the ground and shoots them. Like that, right there.
When you're surrounded, you can use
If you're like a big wuss, you can just play the entire game with the gun and stay as far away from everything as possible. Because the gun does a lot of damage, a lot more than your sword or your fist, so there's no real reason not to use it.
If you're in a pinch, a quick dodge can save your life.
It even like builds combo meter, but not as
Yeah.
well as the sword or fists.
Not as well, but you know the combo meter is only for getting more experience.
I can use the explosion to my advantage.
I like that he says that like somehow you can't use the explosion. It's mandatory to use the explosion to open the door. It's not like you can avoid it. Oh, here it
Yes, the
is.
slow walk.
The dramatic slow walking while there are people in danger. He does that 2 more times in this stage for no reason.
But there doesn't appear to actually be anyone here.
It's implied there are people in the buildings, but there's no one on the streets or anything. I get the feeling this game did not have an incredibly high budget. The graphics look alright, but the game's really short. Usually in licensed games, if you have good graphics, your game has to be very short.
Yeah.
And these are reasonably good graphics, and the game is not very long. I love that dramatic leap. It just looks so dorky.
Okay, time to get serious.
Are we gonna activate Devil Trigger now?
Yes. We just get these giant nunchucks.
Smack Evos to build your Omega energy. Then, unleash the power of your Omega nano.
You just steer him when he's in that mode. You can't control when he attacks, you just have to steer him toward the enemies.
Yeah, it doesn't actually seem very useful.
Babysitting me for 1
Like you seem to be getting hit more than you would if you just used the normal sword.
It's not terribly useful, but it's faster.
You need to catch up to the giant Evo ASAP. Try the private yard down the road. You should be able to
Dramatic
intercept
slow
it there.
walking.
Just follow the linear level design, you'll get there.
Yeah, it's not very subtle with how linear the game is. That was a very weak door. So like at least there's level design. Like those guys are trying to snipe at you while you're fighting the rats. At least it's not, completely brain dead or anything.
Yeah.
You can't choose where you aim with the gun.
Now is there no sort of like a lock-on feature or anything? I mean, there did seem to be a crosshair of sorts.
It just shoots where you point. Over here is the first actual collectible.
Gracias, mi amigo Federico. Federico, my old buddy from Mexico. He ruled at soccer. Wonder what he's up to these days.
I don't think they call it soccer over here.
In Mexico?
Yeah, I don't think it's called soccer.
No, I imagine they'd use the Spanish term.
Target is approaching the church. Get there, now.
So all of the collectibles are references to the TV show. I'm familiar with some of them, but like I'm not gonna. He's doing the slow walk again while people are dying.
So you can't actually control that.
No, I can't make him stop doing it. I don't know why. I think it does that because it's loading and it needs a little bit extra time to load without having a loading screen.
Yeah. I mean, it was also auto-saving at the same time, so...
Yeah. I think it needs that. I think it needs that little bit of extra time to load.
Clever.
Nothing important happened there anyway.
I like the transition. It fits rather well.
Yes. I try to find transitions that match, at least. Saving again. That guy seems to keep getting further and further away.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is the most interesting fight in the entire first stage. He hurls rocks at you while you're attacking the enemies. They're not like hard to dodge or anything, but you know, it adds something. Like, he missed us by a mile. Also, the user interface up at the top is twitching. I can't make it stop doing that. Like, the weapon selection will twitch sometimes, and I don't know what causes that. Right now I'm smashing the weapon select button to stop it from twitching. No, there it is twitching again.
Oh, it does not take long to build up that Omega thing, does it?
No. They expect you to use it a lot.
Yeah.
Bring down that Evo.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
I paused because I thought it would get rid of the twitching, and it did.
Alright, big guy. Time for a lesson in
This
humility.
feels a lot like the fight with the UG Ray from Metal Gear Rising.
Yeah, every action game has a fight like this somewhere. You just gotta shoot it in its face, chest, nipples with the gun.
Yeah, that dude is covered in faces. That's a bit terrifying.
With your looks, I bet you get all the girls.
Oh, I get it.
Did you get the? It was a very hard to get joke. Did you get the joke?
Yeah, he's covered in eyes, so he's got lots of looks. Or something. I mean, I'm going with that because it's a bit more subtle than just you're ugly.
Yes.
Try to dodge rather than block the attack.
Come on, Six. I know how to jump.
Move in for maximum damage.
Target the weak spot for maximum damage.
He will not let you do anything by yourself. Also, I'm missing over and over because I can't control where he attacks at. It's very frustrating. This is the entire boss fight. The other bosses are more fun, but yeah, this is it for this boss.
That's close enough.
Hey, QT time.
Awesome. So what are we gonna do? Rip off his head and then use it as a weapon?
Nah, this game is rated E.
Oh.
They give you a lot of time to get the QTs right.
Stand still, will ya? I'm trying to help you. You're welcome. What's this whole thing?
Rex, are you all right? Your biometric readings just went off the scale.
I'm fine, Doc. Thanks. I just found... Wait, where'd it go? Huh. Must have self-destructed. Six? I need a pickup.
Stop kidding around, Rex.
Seriously, I need a ride. Don't make me beg for it. I'll explain later.
Copy that. Jump jet on its way. Get back to Providence pronto. Something big is going down.